Alright, guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching Birdman. I'm very excited for this reaction because I have not ever seen this movie. You have not ever seen this movie.
Nope.
This was a reaction request from one of our hero tier patrons. Just for future reference, I love these kind of movies, so if you guys want to request more of these movies, this is great. So I remember when this movie got a bunch of Oscar buzz. It's got Michael Keaton, who you figure out who that is. It has Edward Norton, who you saw as Hulk. It's got Emma Stone, a bunch of other people in it. I don't know much about the movie. I remember there was a lot of Oscar buzz about it back when you could kind of trust the Oscars. I really like all the actors in it. I know it's kind of artsy, and I know that I believe that it's shot like it's all one take, so it feels like a play. Okay. And this was like before they did 1917 or any of those movies like that. This was like one of the bigger ones to do that before it got like super trendy. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect. I'm excited. And yeah, thank you for the request. As always, the full-length reaction is going to be up on Patreon as well as... Or that's it, actually. Not next week's reaction. There's no next week's reaction. So just the full-length reaction is going to be up on Patreon. And then, obviously, if you want to make your own reaction request, you can go ahead and check out our hero tier. We usually take anything as long as it's not, like, crazy explicit or anything like that. But, yeah, check that out. Kind of check out our guidelines as far as that's concerned if you want to suggest something yourself. And, yeah, thank you for the request. Thank you for joining us for this viewing. And let's just get into it. I can already tell this is going to be my type of movie. That's one of the coolest title cards we've ever had.
How did we end up here?
Okay.
Okay, but it was like whatever, like I'm getting some like inner dialogue or dual personality vibes. Right? Because he was like saying like we don't deserve this.
Yeah.
It's like Backstage.
Yeah. So he's an actor or something, or a director?
Actor, I think. I would assume.
I think actor too, right?
Love is absolute. Yeah. The kind of love I'm talking about is the kind of love I'm talking
I like how he just snapped into it. That's cool.
It was love, Mel. To Eddie it was. I don't care what anyone says. He was ready to die for it.
Oh, bitch! Your days are numbered! It's too much. It's a little bit too much, I can tell, because with you, I just want to give you a ring.
Oh! What?
What?
Dude, that was a light.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. Wait.
What the frick?
That's I guess the worst actor I've ever seen in my life. The worst time I have zero was the most honest thing he's done. Pretty cool. How about that? Jeremy Renner. Who? Jeremy Renner. He was nominated. He was the curveball guy. He's an Avenger. He put him in it, too. I can't believe this.
Was that not an accident? Like, did he...
I think he might have.
No, but like... Does he have, like, powers or something?
I don't know.
These people don't know what you're capable of.
So he does have, like, powers.
Something.
Playing the lead in a comic book franchise.
I like how in-world this is. Like, this is like when Iron Man came out and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you're probably aware. That's why 20 years ago I said no to Birdman 4.
Oh no.
Oh.
Thank you. We're expecting some great people.
Misunderstanding, because he's only... He only speaks Japanese.
So he did some franchise.
Yeah.
Like some superhero. Birdman.
Reagan, listen to me, please, for the love of God. Listen, our perfect dream actor is not going to knock on that door and go, "Hey, fellas, when do I start?"
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
Did you find another actor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so they got rid of that one guy.
And they got Mike Shiner.
Yeah.
I love this film. This is...
Dating, isn't it? Do you have any idea that people who have walked on these boards before you, Geraldine Page, Helen Hayes, Jason Robards, Marlon Brando, and now Regan Thompson? Hey, thanks for coming in on such short notice, Mike. I really appreciate it. It's a good theater. Can't speak for your play, but let's do a little bit of it, yeah? Oh, I didn't expect you to. Yeah, just jump right in. It's first preview tomorrow night, man. Let's get to work. Okay, well, look,
Alright, this guy's serious.
Let's just get it right. Come on, don't talk about it. Just go on the wrong person asked, right? I don't even know the guy, okay? What's your point? What's my point? Yeah, what's your point? What do you say? Spit it out. Oh. You're saying what? Oh. What are you saying? You're saying love is absolute. Yes! Yes! The kind of love that I'm talking about, it is absolute. The kind of love that I'm talking about, you don't try to kill people.
Dude.
I'll take that as a yes.
Let's
We're
go.
into it.
I like how the movie feels like a play too. Like you almost the scene. You don't even feel the passage of time almost.
Everyone, that little Miss Creepy.
Liz?
I don't know if it's the drugs that fry their brain or what, but I just don't want her back.
I love how just out there everybody is about everything.
Oh God, really?
Sammy?
It's Sam.
Sam.
Listen, when I said that, I don't worry about it.
Dude, that's what you get for being a douche.
You always manage to find a new way.
I'm telling you, this guy's the real deal. I can feel it in my bones. He's the actor we've been waiting for.
He is.
And yeah, his
Just pull it together. He killed it.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay.
Oh, honey, can we just go to the... Can we just go to dinner? I want to get him started. No, don't get him started.
Why is he drinking red?
Well, I mean, I guess he really
I
wants to
do
get
like
into
how
it.
like, I've never done a play, but I do like how already they're presenting just this like constant chaos, and then there's these interpersonal relationships that are always happening because actors are so.
What we're talking
Yeah.
about when we talk about love. Hey, if I need to be drinking gin, who the fuck are you to touch my gin, man? Listen, you fuck with the period, you fuck with the plot, and you can have the best line. You leave me the fucking tools that are in your car. Come on.
Dude,
What the?
this guy is freaking crazy.
Have a real experience. Is anybody with a check?
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh shoot. Are you kidding me?
I'm taking a read for the incident.
No, I heard you. I just need a second. That's gonna be Sam's house. Why would you... For this play?
Oh.
He's thinking a lot about
You know how crazy
himself.
that sounds?
Yeah, for sure. Like even when he asked, like, "Oh, how are you?" Like it's like that self-absorbed "How are you?" You know what I mean? Like
I don't really care. Like
it's just topical. It's not like, yeah.
I got a chance to do something right. I got to take it. I got to.
At the expense of doing everything else
I
wrong.
was sitting here waiting for you.
yeah, like
Like if you're wrong, if you fail at a father for your play to do it right, that's not.
in the end, it won't be filling.
Just because I didn't like that ridiculous comedy you did with Goldie Hawn did not mean that I did not love you. It's what you always do. You confuse love for admiration.
Stop fucking. This play's a drama. We're doing Raymond Carver. This play's
You don't know what this play is about. No, you don't. That's what previews are for. That's why they call them previews.
This
That's
is so
what the
like.
play is. I mean,
Okay, look. Listen to me.
this part of him is also what makes him a good actor, though.
The one
Which is that dichotomy.
This man's ass.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters is what she writes about us.
That's,
You headed to Hollywood, Mike?
Well,
So what?
screw you.
No, Hollywood's heading here, Tammy.
Good luck with
A man becomes a critic when he cannot be an artist, the same way that a man becomes an informer when he cannot be a soldier. Full humor, right?
that. He's a Hollywood clown and a likely bird suit.
I like how the music changes, like every time it like moves somewhere.
Yes. But I also like how it's just drums. Almost.
Yeah.
You had a career, Dad, before the third comic book movie. Before people started to forget who was inside that bird costume. You were doing a play based on a book that was written 60 years ago for 1,000 rich old white people whose only real concern is going to be where they go to have their cake and coffee when it's over. Nobody gives a shit but you. And let's face it, Dad, you are not doing this for this. A place that, by the way, has already forgotten about you. I mean, who the fuck are you? You hate bloggers, you mock Twitter, you don't even have a Facebook page. You're the one who doesn't exist. You're doing this because you're scared to death, like the rest of us, that you don't matter. And you know what? You're right. You don't. It's not important, okay? You're not important. Get used to it. Dad.
Dude, that was so well done.
I mean, it's tough. What do you always?
What is your problem, dude? Are you kidding me?
why?
What are you doing here?
I just need you to tell me why.
Take it easy. Take it easy. I know this is hard.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Don't make it stupid.
Such an asshole.
There's so much like stuff happening behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
Like, what the frick is wrong with this dude? I do like how in the movie though they do show like they come out to bow and they're both smiling, but there's like all this stuff, and it's all just like a play, and I like that.
Yeah.
Why do you act like a dick all the time? Just do it to antagonize people?
Thank you.
Maybe.
You really don't give a shit if people like you or not.
Not really.
It's cool.
Is it? I don't know.
I feel like he does care if people like him.
Hi.
What?
And that's why he's an actor.
Yeah.
A game? What do you eat?
What do you say?
I'd pull your eyes out of your head.
That's sweet.
I'd put it in my own skull. I'd look around so I could see the street the way I used to when I was your age. Yeah, you look. Come on, let's go. Come on. Yeah?
Oh my gosh.
Why don't you get your wings and your fucking bird suit?
Oh! This is... What is happening?
What are you looking at? What are you gonna do? You gonna replace me? You know you're fucking Ryan. Okay. Look. Look at me. He was right though.
About what?
About your being special. You know, you've been hanging around here trying to make yourself invisible behind this fragile little fuck-up routine of yours, but you can't. You're anything but invisible. You're big. Kind of a great mess.
Like Oprah. Hallmark.
R. Kelly bad. No, there wasn't.
Now, do you think that's...
Mel and I have been together 5 years.
I wonder if the play
How many times I've heard this
has
I love you.
meaning towards the actual movie, if that makes sense.
I think it does.
I think it does too.
I mean, like all the lines seem way too, correlated with what's actually happening.
We could make great friends.
Horrible.
Awful. We would have raised like
Serial killers.
I wanted to be a mom. But my body doesn't seem to agree.
I guess you make choices in life and choose to live with them.
Oh
That's
no, he's
weird.
gonna frickin' lose it.
Because I didn't love Nick. And that was
And understandably, like, I feel like his daughter is in, like, a delicate place, and it's kind of unfair. Like, there's a reason Mike said no the first time, and I feel like he did recognize the problem with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he,
There
like, kind of
is.
gave in as opposed to, like... Oh no.
You gotta ask someone for help or something outside.
Who's out there that works there, though?
No, but like that doesn't work there. Like, help him pull out the thing. Otherwise, he has to.
Oh no! Oh my!
Ask him to
Gosh.
borrow your clothes or something. Just he would give it to you. You know.
No! This is such bad press.
This is my attorney, Mr. Ross. We're pursuing financial remunerations for the injuries Mr. I didn't tell you to excuse me.
Oh no, he's too late. Dude.
Play it, play it, play it, play
You
it,
have to.
play it, play it. You have to play it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? Why do I expect people to love me?
Eddie, please just.
Oh,
please
this is
just give me
not
the
gonna
go.
go well.
I just wanted to be what you wanted.
Look at me. I was drowning. I'm just not capable of that.
Shut up, you stupid fool!
Dude.
I just want to be what you wanted. Now it's been
I can't tell if it went off well or it.
Well, I mean, they were clapping.
Yeah, but
But-
I mean, there's polite clapping and there's like, oh, we actually got it done.
I was a shitty father, wasn't I?
No, you were fine.
Yeah. That's right. I was just fine. Okay. Oh shoot. I'm sorry.
Yes, you just wiped out the entire
He did.
Believe it or not, this is bad.
Not. I mean, if you're completely irrelevant, then yes.
It's Birdman actor Regan Thompson.
They give me
That's true. I haven't read a word of it or even seen the preview. But after the opening tomorrow, I'm going to turn in the worst review anybody has ever read. And I'm going to close your play. Would you like to know why? Blissfully untrained, unversed, and unprepared to even attempt real art. Handing each other awards for cartoons and pornography. Measuring your worth in weekends.
What are you writing? A review? Is it any good? Is it? Is it bad? Did you even see this?
I mean, badgering her is not gonna help, buddy.
Let's read it. Marshall, are you kidding me? She's sounds like you need penicillin to clear that up. That's a label. So these are just labels. You just label everything. It's so fucking lazy. You're a lazy fucker. You're a lazy. You know what this is? You don't know what that is. You don't. You don't like it because you can't see this thing if you don't know how to label it. You must make all those little noises in your head for true knowledge. Nothing here about intention. It's just a bunch of crappy opinions backed up by even crappier comparisons, right? A couple of paragraphs. And you know what? None of this costs you fucking anything. Nothing. I'm a fucking actor. So I'll tell you what. Take this fucking malicious policy. She written with you, and you shove that right the fuck up your wrinkly tight ass.
You're not to your celebrity. Let's be clear on that. I'm gonna kill you.
The dialogue is so good, dude. Like, it's so real.
I give you a range. It's a little bit too much, I can tell, because of you. I just wanted to give you a range. I just it was a little too much.
And the homeless people are actors in New York City.
Well, I mean, it's representing,
No, it is.
you know.
You're a movie star, man. You're a global force. Don't you get it? You spent your whole life building a bank account and a reputation in blue. Oh, good for you. Fuck it. We'll make a comeback. They're waiting for something huge. We'll give it to them.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
okay then.
Big time you screech. It'll explode into millions of eardrums. You'll glimmer on thousands of screens around the globe. Another blockbuster. You are a god. See? You are.
No. There's no way, right?
No, it's just like what he's.
Yeah, right?
I feel like it's like what he's thinking as he's falling, or he already fell, right?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wait, he
Okay.
didn't jump.
Dude, they're trolling us. What?
Never gonna happen.
Say
We're going out into 2 inches.
no. Listen, she's just.
No, I mean, I understand. She's dead. Instead, she got this guy.
A mustache.
Regan, we are in the motel. Last scene has started. You're not here.
Oh.
Oh no.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Well, unless it's like blanks.
He's going all in now.
See, he's such an unreliable narrator, though, because he
Yeah,
didn't jump either,
it
so we
is.
can't trust any of this.
Yeah.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
She wants to go out with a bang.
He just woke up.
Is he not dead?
Dude, did he
miss?
not imagine all of that?
What's wrong with you? He's not happy.
No. He
He's
tried
alive.
to.
My best friend is alive. And he happens to be the fucking man of the hour. What is that?
Listen.
Yeah, because he literally shot himself.
Metaphorically by artist and audience alike. Real blood. The blood that has been sorely missing from the veins of the American theater.
Was it? Reagan, this is what you wanted. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Okay, listen. You're gonna get hit with a brand machine, a weapon charge, okay?
Whoa.
What's so funny?
I can't smell them. What are you doing?
I'm posting a photo on your Twitter page.
I will tell you.
No, you look hideous.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually not. You do look hideous. You got 80,000 followers. Less than a day.
Now the question is, did he really try to kill himself? Or was it just like part of going all the way?
Oh boy.
Are we doing this again?
Dad. Dad? Dad?
Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? What? What was said? What do you think?
What I think? I need time to think about it. That's what I think. Like,
What was that? Did he jump? What does that even mean, dude? I don't even know what that movie just did to me.
yeah, it's gotta mean something.
Of course it has to mean something. I mean, what did you think of the movie overall?
It's interesting.
It's different, right?
Very different.
Yeah,
The way that it was
different.
filmed, obviously, is very different.
Yeah.
But it
feels like a play.
Yeah, it feels like a play, but it also has this, like, by doing that, you also have this weird realism that you wouldn't get from other movies, you know?
It feels like a real movie. That felt like 4 hours, to be honest. Like, it felt way longer, too. It was barely 2 hours, but it felt...
Well, it felt so... Because there's
every
so
day
much,
felt like such a day.
Yeah, there's so much involved with, like, all the characters and all the tension, and there's like so much pressure and stuff and conflicting emotions.
Yes.
That it felt so, like, you know, like you were going through full days of, like, stuff. Like, oh my goodness, dude, you know?
I was really well done, though. I mean, I think it dives into the minds of actors and creators and artists and kind of the different degrees of that. You know what I mean? Like, I liked that the producer guy was a little bit... Like, they didn't try to be like, see how everybody in Hollywood is crazy? It's like, there are degrees of psycho.
Yeah.
But there are some people that are insane. And I liked that.
Yeah, and I also like, you know, in a more general sense, the whole theme of, you know, is it worth it? You know, like, are you trying to, you know, what exactly do you want? Are you trying to leave, you know, some sort of
art?
mark on history?
Or is it more of like a personal, like, you're dealing with your issues on a stage and you're damaging other people's lives for it?
Yeah, and it's also, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things, like, involved. Kind of like, you know, they were mentioning about, you know, how humans have only been here for a very short amount of time when compared to, you know, many other things.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like, what actually is worth it, you know?
Yeah, what matters and all that. Yeah.
You know, and I feel like he's striving for something that he thinks is so important and legendary or something. Like, he's gonna... Like, he had this very clear thought process in his head, like, oh, I want people to, like, remember and look at me a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Which was very... I mean, I think it was, like, a contrast to what the other guy was kind of like.
Yeah.
I think he did like fame, but he didn't really care about how they looked at him, right? It was like, I feel like he was more just like...
Oh, wait, Edward Norton's character?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I think he did care how people thought about him. So, like, because what the weird thing is, and that's why this movie is so well written, is because nothing anybody's saying is necessarily true.
That's true.
Like, you have to look at what they're doing, not what they're saying. So he could tell her that he didn't care what they thought about him on stage, but I think he only cared what they thought about him on stage. I don't think he cared what anyone else thought about him. So it's this weird, like, is he creating art? Because I think the truest thing that he said is that he's faking it in real life and he's only actually genuine on stage.
Yeah.
And so he cares, he wants that identity validated. So he does care what people think. But in, like, a different, in a more pretentious way, honestly.
Well, I think he wants people to think of him how he wants them to think of him, you know?
That's true. So then what's the difference with
Whereas I feel like Reagan wants to keep the standard image, like that, or according to, you know, everyone's values or something, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, you know, like him running around like in his underwear, like, to him, he doesn't want that.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that affects him a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know. It's one of those films that's not really saying it. Well, I mean, it is, but it's not. It's just kind of like, it's showing you things and it's letting you think what you're gonna think, which I like too. Like it is a film that makes you think. It doesn't think for you. It doesn't like, you know, cut the crust off the sandwich and give it to you. It's very, like, thought provoking and kind of odd.
Yeah.
I mean, do you like that kind of stuff? Like, see, this is kind of stuff where it's like, this is on the artsier side of things, but I do still kind of like it.
I do. It's definitely not something that I am going to want to watch for the majority of the time.
I think no one can, though, right?
Yeah.
It's like nobody's going to eat a freaking, 3 times emblazoned pecan fancy whatever. Like, you can't do that all the time. It's cool.
But I feel like that's why it's almost like a commentary on that a little bit of like, you
Which makes
could
it
have
super
art,
meta.
right? You could have like this art or something, but the majority want the action and the explosions and stuff like that, right?
But also, what speaks more to the people? Like, screw your... Like should art be about self-expression?
Yeah, or should it be something that...
Or should it be about... Should it be both? Because if it involves the people, then you could argue that a Marvel movie is better at expressing the struggle of humanity than Birdman, because 50 million more people saw the Marvel movie than Birdman.
Yeah, I mean, you get into that whole discussion of like what exactly is art, and like,
and no one really knows. I mean, there's like, even among pretentious actors, there's a debate as to whether art and the meaning of art is decided by people or decided by the artist. And I think if you solve that, to solve that, you have to decide what art is. And that's why nobody can solve it, because is art purely self-expression, or is it self-expression to an audience? Which then makes it different because it's dependent on what the audience thinks. Which makes it really weird. But it's kind of fascinating, I think.
Yeah, it was interesting to see his struggle, from being a big movie star that kind of pleased the masses, and then him gradually declining and wanting to do something that he thought was more a higher, purpose or a higher standard or something like that. He wanted to start creating something of more value or artistically, you know?
Yeah.
So it was interesting. It was like...
But I don't know if he believed in it. That's the other thing, right?
Not
like,
sure.
Like, did he believe in the work, or was he doing it because he wanted to be taken more seriously?
That's true. He wanted to get back into relevancy or something like that.
I think he definitely started it to be taken more seriously.
Yeah.
Now, when he was doing it, I don't know. So that's why it's just weird.
It's also weird that, in the majority of the time, you have the whole devil on your shoulder voice, right?
Yeah.
And he had that throughout the
But then why did he start seeing him?
Well, not just why did he start seeing him? Why after that he started to agree with him and to accept it, right? To like, I don't know, be on that side. That all of a sudden things changed. It's like, a lot of times you have that story of like, okay, yeah, there's the bad voice, and then you gotta block it out. You gotta fight against that side. But it's almost like he listened to that side.
Well, I feel like he owned, right? He the entire idea of the story is that he's hiding from who he was, which is Birdman. Right? He's hiding from that because he wants to be relevant and he wants to be taken more seriously and he wants to be a serious actor. And in owning that, he just makes better art. Like, he owned it. He's like, maybe they're gonna hate me. Screw them. And even the end, even like, yeah, I mean, he owned it, I feel like, and that's part of it. Now, I think it's so much more complex than that.
Yeah,
I'm sure if I said that, a million other people would be like, well, there's these different video essays who say this, and this, and this.
No,
but that's kind of part of what I took from it, at least. You could say he's a freaking crazy man because he listened to the voice in his head. There is two ways to look at it. Because at the same time, if you listen to the voice in his head and jumped off the building and he actually killed himself, then he is a crazy man for listening to the voice in his head. And maybe that crazy, was just crazy enough to catch a spark in the art world, but it still means he's crazy.
Yeah, again, it's like, what's worth it? Do you want to do all that just to get some relevancy back and a little bit of fame, or?
I don't know. And like, you could say, so I feel like you could say, so the argument I would say that he jumped and he actually died, and the reason his daughter looks up would go back to the whole scene they had with her showing him the YouTube video of him running around naked, and the fact that she wasn't like, not naked, but like that she wasn't ashamed of it, but like she was kind of impressed in her world of like kind of social media and like YouTube, and even by like shooting himself he became more relevant on like Twitter, and she was like kind of reveling in that in her own kind of way. And so you could say that she did see him and he had jumped, but she took it as like this ultimate act of immortality, even in the eyes of the internet, of this trending world. And so because of that, like, she sees what he's doing and like she looks up, because the movie is not a reliable narrator, and they very clearly established that.
That's what makes it so much more complicated.
But at the same time, we've never seen any of his magic powers around other people.
No,
so you could argue what you could argue to say that he actually is flying or whatever is the fact that the daughter is reliable, even though he's not reliable.
It's true. Although, yeah, it just depends on, like, can you consider it looking through, you know, the third person or through his eyes, right? Because then it's not reliable again. I wonder if there's arguments that could be made that he actually died a lot earlier.
Possibly. And so
I was looking at things like the flowers and stuff and how they were, like, you know, in his hospital, they were kind of like the same as when they were in his room.
Wait, so you think he actually jumped?
I was thinking, like, did he actually jump, or like...
Well, because everything is kind of, like, oddly picture perfect.
And then him, like, laying on the table, how he was laying with his, like, hands like that.
Oh, that's true.
I was thinking, like, what's it? But then as it, like, started to go on, I was like, oh, wait. No, because they're like...
I don't know. Because the taxi guy was real.
Yeah, the taxi guy was real. And
I'm sure there's theories. There's probably theories about that, for sure. I would say no, though.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You could make an argument that he shot himself on stage.
I mean, we know he shot himself to a degree,
but like, you could make an argument
like,
that he shot himself.
Actually killed himself. I don't know. It's such a weird, because there's so many ways you could take it.
They tricked us so many times. I thought for sure when he jumped, he was done.
Me too.
I was like,
I thought that.
Are you kidding me? That was so trippy.
It was, yeah.
I liked it though. Movie. I liked it. You can't do it every day, but I liked it.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for joining us with the reaction. Thank you for the reaction request. As always, like I said before, if you want to check out our Patreon, we get the full-length reaction of this movie, as well as, you know, you can check out how to do your own reaction requests as long as it's nothing too crazy. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next video.